Hi fellas, Ben back again, and today is going to be something very interesting. Been a long time since I've been wondering if I should get the exhaust replaced, and primarily because this is slowly becoming illegal in this country, and there's a lot of crap that goes around. Very few people know what a free flow exhaust is and if it is in any way harmful to the environment. Decibel levels are low because of a custom dB killer, lower than the stock exhaust. Funny is the fact that my decibel levels are lower than the stock exhaust. My pollution certificate comes out as almost very similar to the stock exhaust value. So then again, there's absolutely the air fuel mixture determines everything, not the baffles inside the exhaust. The baffles is for sound, and as far as pollution goes, if your air fuel mixture is spot on, then there's absolutely nothing that's going to come out of here that's going to cost you a foul in your pollution certificate. So I really don't understand why people don't dig deep into the matter, and they just people in authority, they just do not want to empathize and understand, and then they just go about thrashing free flow exhaust and calling them absolute nuisance to the society. I really don't understand. Whole thing boils down to a dB killer and a good air fuel mixture, and this is just for better talk. That's about it. So yep, that being aside, what did I do? For today we have something very interesting. This is the stock heat shield from the Royal Enfield factory muffler, and I'm going to be mounting this on top of the Red Rooster to make it look more like the factory muffler, and that should do it. Get these two, if you guys can see, these two 10 millimeter bolts welded on the exhaust, so that this goes on top, and that's about it. Mounts with 2 screws. So all that I needed to do was just weld these 2 nuts onto the Red Rooster exhaust, and that was it. My welding job has been done by an amateur, which is quite obvious. Do not hold me guilty for it. I couldn't help it. That's the thing with India. You do not find talent in menial jobs. People just take up these jobs because they can't take up anything else. So there's only once in a while that you find these really cool, talented guys do these kind of jobs. So I had to take it to the nearest welder, and the nearest welder turned out to be somebody who was not a pro, as is seen here with the really bad welding job. But that being said, the heat shield is definitely going to cover this up, so I'm not really bothered about it. Yeah, so a quick demonstration of how this will look when all is finished. That's one, and that's the other. Yep, so interesting, ain't it? A quick, simple addition to the Red Rooster exhaust. 2 nuts welded in place, and the stock factory heat shield goes on top without any complaints. Now, where do you drill these? Where do you weld these 2 nuts? A bit of a thinking one needs to do to be able to figure out the exact position, so that the stock factory shield look kind of blends in. It doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. You need to be able to figure this out by yourselves. I can give you measurements, I can give you the exact location of where to weld these nuts, but that being said, you can definitely move the heat shield a little forward and backward and find your sweet spot. Well, this is where it did it for me, and I strongly believe that the aesthetics of the exhaust now is way better in comparison to just the Red Rooster. My Red Rooster has a heat shield, more like a guard on the rear, silicone rubber guard, and that also makes it look a little different. But that being said, this has completely transformed the look. This has made the exhaust or the muffler look a lot more bulkier than it is without it. an addition of a washer was required. I had to add another washer underneath the shield and a washer on top, so that there's 2 washers now in total. That'll take up about 2 millimeters, and the heat shield in itself will take up about 1 millimeter, and so a total of 3 millimeters I had to increase the height, so that this bolt kind of goes in nice and tight. A little bit of red Loctite to secure this in place, and with heat it should hold good. Yeah, so doubles as heat shield and serves the purpose. Looks a lot similar to the factory exhaust now. Well, that's about it. The motorcycle looks kick-ass. I just so wish I had thought of this way before. It's because it's just so much better looking now. It just blends in with the bike, and also adds to the exhaust a much more beefier look now. So if this helped, and if you guys listen to the exhaust note, which is definitely worth listening to. Yeah, so a little bit of a niggle. This still is not fully tight, so it vibrates. I will have to maybe use rubber washers underneath, so that it dampens the vibration and I don't get to hear any kind of resonance. But apart from that, it's a job well done. So maybe I'll pull this out, add some rubber washers underneath, and then put this back on. So that should do it. Also remember, a decibel killer makes for all the difference. So get yourselves a nice welder, somebody who understands harmonics and sound, and develop a baffle which will kind of arrest a lot of the noise of a free flow muffler. So that should be it. Hopefully this helped. I shall see you guys on another one. Until then, this is Ben signing out for now. Ciao.